So I have everything I need set up. So I have the halo crown that I will be working on. A lot of the broken pieces are in that bowl, and then I'm just gonna go from there. I'm gonna sketch it out for you loves and actually do a time lapse on this because it's gonna take me forever. And I decided that I wanted to add these to the crown, but I might need to sand it first and all of that stuff. And I have my laptop set up here so I can listen to music, and then I'm gonna start filming. So this is what I'm working with. It came broken in the mail, and then it came with these wings. These are really flimsy. And I tried on the headband, but it's super hard and it gives me a headache, and so I bought these. So I'm gonna see how far I get, but I'm actually gonna put this on here instead of that. It's a whole process. It's in my head right now, but I can see where it's going. So I'm just gonna sketch it out, and I hope you enjoy this video. Leave a comment or like if you would like to be subscribed. You are always welcome here, and let's get started. Usually before a crafting video, if you haven't seen the Misha's hat cosplay, I actually sketched that out. So I'm gonna be sketching out Sunday's halo and going to be adding the details that I want. It's, like I said, it's a whole process. It's pretty cool. So let me get started by just sketching it out, and we will go from there. Hi love, so I just finished doing my sketch, and I'm gonna put that up so I can see it. This is the materials that I'll be working with today. So I have this cardboard from the Amazon box that I'll be using. It's not that bad, it's pretty flimsy but sturdy. So I'll be using this, and then I'll go through the products that I'll be using today. I'll also put links for those of you who are curious about what the products are. I have my little sketchbook. I'll be using my earbuds because I need to listen to music. Unfortunately, you guys can't hear it. I have these little gems that I'll be using. They are it's just like little gems with the flat backs. And this is the tray that I'll be using as well. And this was a whole kit, so I'll put the links below, but it was a diamond painting kit that I got off Amazon. I'll be using this Velcro. I'll also be using these little fairy lights, which are super cute. I have my toolbox toolkit from the Book Nook, and I've been using it ever since. I have some extra Velcro right here that came in one of my packages, just in case I need it. I don't know what I'm gonna need for this project, like I said. And then I also have these headbands. I'll be using this super glue. This is the Star Bond Super Fast and Thin. It dries within 5 seconds. I have these feathers. These ones are the gray ones. And then I also have the off-white ones that I'll be using. I have this gold metallic marker, paint marker that I found, just in case I make a mess up or something like that. I'll be using some sandpaper and gray ribbon, and then I have, after I did Misha's cosplay for the hat, I needed to get some of this to make those crosses on his, but I really like this, so I'm gonna be using it in this craft too. Like I said, everything will be linked below. I also will be using this chain. This is I forget which one it is, but it's the 5-yard one. It's a gold chain. And then I'll be using some glitter over here, and I pretty much have everything that I need. This wasn't too bad. The feathers were not the best, like they weren't that bad. So I will get started, and hopefully it will work out. Let's just trust the process and go with it, because I'm excited about this. I don't know about you loves. Hi love, so this is actually day 2 of crafting. I stayed up I think yesterday and I did the gems part. What I noticed is I actually by accident did the wiring a little funky, so this was actually like this and I have to flip it, so I took it off and I'm gonna replace it again. But today I'm actually going to work on the feathers and attaching the LED lights, the fairy lights. I don't know how far I'm gonna get in this project, but yeah, pretty much I'm excited for it and we will see how this goes, so stay tuned. Another thing that I want to say is I think I mentioned that this was already broken, but what I had to do is bond it with some paper, and I wish I didn't do that because it looks kind of funky. I mean, no one can tell from a distance, but I don't like how this came out. I think this is the only part I do regret, because I thought that I was going to be working on this side and I used ribbon to actually bond it, because what happened was the halo wasn't attaching the plastic to itself, and so even with sanding it didn't work, so I had to bond it with something else. But anyhow, that's just my progress notes and hopefully this goes well today. So I got some of these fairy lights and I wanted to test it on the halo just to see where I wanted to put them, and I got 2 different colors because I didn't know which one would look better. I'm not sure, I think I might go with this gold color. I'm not sure if I want to put this on the second color, like the second part of the halo. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with it and see how it works today, but I will do this, the last step, putting in all the LED lights, the fairy lights. And today I'm just gonna work on the feathers right now because it's gonna take me a long process. so far this actually looks pretty good. So I figured out if you tape the ends and then if you super glue it, it should be fine. The backing is just that cardboard that I cut out, and then I just got to add the piercings. I don't even know if I'm gonna add chains or what I'm gonna do with it. Add some bows. This is supposed to go where the halo is, below it, and this is why I got the headbands. So I'm gonna attach this to headbands, but let me do the other side and get started with that. Ran out of feathers and now I just have these gray ones. I finished both sets. I gotta take this out, put this in the trash, and then I have to work on the headband, so that will be the next part. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any more of these tips, so I only have 2 left, I think, so I have to finish it up by tonight or tomorrow. Hi love, so this is day 3. I am back and I finished these yesterday, and hopefully I can get started on my headband, put in the fairy lights, and do what I need to do today. So we will get set up and see how today goes.